Gingergaye here with electronic money company Merchant Services to talk to you about telemarketing cold calls, people who are trying to scare and scam you into switching your services. So here are some of the frightening tactics they use. They always try to instill fear of loss if you don't switch over to them immediately. They start out by stating, "This is your Merchant Services calling." Is that so? Really? Have you ever gotten this phone call? I bet you have. If it was really your current Merchant Services processing calling, they would identify themselves by the company name, not just say they're with Merchant Services. If you get this phone call, get ready for the telemarketer to make up some BS to scare you into thinking you need to switch payment processors to them. Here are more details of these scare tactics. 1. There's been a cyber attack on your terminal and we need to replace it. If there was really a cyber attack, your terminal would not be working and your money wouldn't be showing up into your bank account. 2. Your terminal's out of date and needs to be replaced. If this was true, then your current payment processor would call you and identify themselves. 3. You're out of compliance. All payment processors notify their merchants by email if it's time to renew their PCI compliance. PCI stands for Payment Card Industry. There is not one processor who calls merchants instead of notifying them by email. In fact, if you are out of compliance, an extra fee is added onto your merchant statement. The processor makes more money and enjoys the extra profits if you forget or you choose not to renew your PCI compliance. You would never need to change processors or get a new terminal if you're out of PCI compliance. Telemarketers are slick talkers and will proceed to pressure you into signing a new application while they're on the phone talking to you. They make you think you are working with your current processor, but they are not your current processor. I've talked to so many merchants who've fallen prey to these pressure salespeople. They're good at what they do. These merchants end up unknowingly signing a lease for another terminal for an enormous price. Most credit card terminals cost $400, maybe $500, but the telemarketer tells them they're only paying $89.95 a month, which ends up being a monthly fee for 3 years on a lease. That totals over $3,200 for a terminal that could have been purchased for $450. The lease cannot be terminated mid-term, so merchants have a long haul to pay off this lease, or else they get a bad checkmark on their credit report. Lawyers cannot get a merchant out of a lease, and they charge way too much money anyway. It costs more to pay the attorney than pay off the lease. Besides the grief of paying too much for the terminal, the leasing companies make it difficult to get out of the lease at the end of the term before they auto-renew to another year. Procedures to return a leased machine or buy it out require strict attention to notification requirements within a specific time, usually 30 days before the end of the term. The telemarketing salesperson is in this game for a big commission up front on the sale of the equipment. Then they move on to the next suspect. Lord knows there is plenty of room for a big commission when a leasing company makes such a huge margin over the cost of the terminal. So please be careful of these telemarketing calls. If you're interested in switching processors, at least get a competitor's quote. Feel free to call us at 505-296-2847. We answer the phone live, we're honest up front, and can guide you through the geek and the numbers. Check out our Better Business Bureau reputation compared to the company calling, if they even give you their name. Hope you like this video. See you on the next one. Bye.